Good afternoon and a pleasant welcome to another fascinating edition of the program Forest Hour on OKFM 99.5. This program is brought to you by the Liberia Forest Media Watch with sponsorship from the European Union through the French Development Agency and Semempo in Finland. Today is the 18th day of September 2025. My name is Matthias Labindi and I'm here with my colleague Joy Madi Moore. You know, most times we come here, we talk about challenges, we talk about the issues affecting the forestry sector, we talk about encroachment of Burkinabe's, deforestation, and sometimes we highlight issues of lawmakers taking actions.
For our youth and women,
like Representative DB lately, he's being in the news for the right reason.
They come to see our
He has written the plenary of the House of Representatives, requesting relevant authorities to appear to explain why there is huge deforestation and encroachment in his county. Unfortunately, that hearing was not held due to the absence of the speaker, according to the lawmaker. But this afternoon, we are here to talk to you about an international law. And this law should concern every well-meaning Liberian, most especially those of you that are involved into farming activities, be it cocoa farming, rubber farming, oil palm production, logging as well. If you're involved into logging and you intend to take your products from here to take to the European market, it is important that you pay keen attention this afternoon to this program. We're not here to teach, but rather we are here to inform. We're going to give you the chance, as always, to call in and participate on the program. We'll be back after this break.
It's the place where this animal lives. Our animal are unique to the world. The forest make it rain. The forest protect us. The forest is the home of our wildlife. The forest make Liberia rich. Let's keep our forest alive so that we can stay alive. Liberians, what do we have to show when we give the forest away?
Let's end it with that question. What do we have to show when we give the forest away? The forest is what, provides us a lot. It provides us a lot of things. As my co-host will say, the forest is the lungs of the earth. So if you destroy your lungs, trust me, you're certainly going to die. So if you are that person who is involved into uncontrollable drinking and smoking, eventually you will destroy your lungs. Once that happens, you will certainly die or you will lose your life. So
fix it.
You'll die. You will die. All right, you will die. So we're not going to sugarcoat it. We're going to tell you exactly as it is. But Joy, come and quickly and tell us how far are we reaching? What are the stations that are currently relaying this program? And I don't know why the people in the local communities in these environments don't participate on the shows. But one thing I learned even in the classroom is that most of the time the people that keep quiet, they learn a lot.
Yes.
They absorb a lot. So most time people maybe are just listening and learning. Maybe they don't see the need yet to participate. But just quickly.
Yeah, you're right, Matthias. Those ones that don't really talk are the ones that have much knowledge and understands well. Then I'm not saying the ones that talk do not understand, right? They are levels. However, we have the alternative youth radio that is in the Solofa County. We have the Voice of Babylon in the Popolo City. We have Liberty Radio in the Greenville, Sano County, or Radio Halengi that is in the Kulahon District, and the Riverside Broadcasting Service in the Riverside County. These are the stations that this program is being relayed on. Matthias.
What is our tip for the day?
Do I have a tip? Okay, back to what you said. The forest is the lung of the earth. So when you destroy the forest, you destroy our breathing capacity because it gives us oxygen and they take in our carbon dioxide. So if you destroy the forest, you'll be destroying our breathing capacity, the means that we have to live on the earth. Thank you.
And thanks to you, Joy. Let's get into the discussion. This afternoon, we want to try as much as possible to take our time and clearly explain a law This is an international law and it's from the European Union. It is called the European Deforestation Regulation, EUDR. EUDR is a law that you need to, if you are involved, if you are a business person, you need to pay keen attention. And maybe if you have your secretary, let your secretary take note so that you can be able to understand a few things that we're going to be sharing with you. If you've not already been informed about this law. There's a beautiful document prepared, and I'm looking at it right now from the tablet of my palm. The technology has made the world so close to us that we can sit down and look at it. Our friends in the European Union sector shared with us this document to come here this afternoon and take our time and in a very simplistic way explain this document and the basic information on the document. So it is titled Sustainable Cocoa. What do you need to know to keep selling to international buyers? By the way, if you don't know, cocoa is used to produce chocolate.
Yeah.
All right, and the information is that Europe, by the way, Europe is the highest consumer of chocolate.
Yes.
So the Europeans are saying to you, we know that cocoa is in demand in Europe, all right, because big companies, all right, manufacturing companies, chocolate manufacturing companies, or industries or factories, if you may, are requesting, all of the time requesting for cocoa. They are in dire need for cocoa. So, of cocoa, by the way. So, when you realize that you have a commodity, you have a product in your hand, and that product can be sold in red light for $20 Liberian. But the reverse to that is that if you took that product to Broad Street, it can be sold for $150 Liberian. You see the margin?
Yes.
It's wild. It's wild. So now look at it. The point is to take that product that you sold in red light for $20 Liberian and bring it to Broad Street and sell it for $150 Liberian. There are certain requirements.
Okay.
There are certain things you need to take into consideration.
Right.
So for red light, you can maybe harvest your cassava, and with all the dirt on it, and you take it to red light.
Without cleaning it to look presentable.
Exactly.
Right.
On the contrary, if you were to bring that very cassava, even though you sold that bag of cassava in red light, say for $500 Liberian dollars per bag, just an example.
Yes.
But if you brought that bag of cassava to Broad Street to sell it, you might sell it for $1,500. But you know what you need to do? You have to empty all the cassava from your bag.
Clean the dirt.
Clean it completely. Wash it.
Find a good and nice dirt and bag to put them in.
Exactly. Very clean
Be
bag.
able to put your logo or something on it. You put it on it.
Exactly. So make it presentable so that I can be able to get attracted to your goods. Because remember now it's Broad Street. You're not going to bring pepper, birabo, and put your table right on Broad Street and sell it.
You're right. A simple example before you go further. I have a friend that sells eggnog, right? The eggnog that we can buy in a bottle for $100 Liberian, sometimes $150. The highest you can get it for in the mineral bottle is $500. The eggnog. She fixed hers, put her label on it, Lady. Her name is Lisa, by the way. Lady Milky Eggnog. She sells it at home. She do delivery, and guess how much she's doing it for?
Right.
$5.
Value.
And then the small bottle, that very small bottle, is $3. That's the same thing we're talking about here.
Value addition.
Yes.
So now the EU is saying to you, we are the market. We have the market where you can sell your cocoa, you can sell your oil palm, you can sell your rubber, you can sell your timber at a very good price. But mind you, we have rules.
We have rules.
Now listen to the rules. The EU wrote this very fine law. It's titled, this document is basically they create it in a form of cartoon, like a book,
Yes,
caricature or something,
yes.
in a way that as you're reading it, it keeps you going. You feel really comfortable going through it, right?
Yes.
So, Sustainable Cocoa is titled, the document is titled, What Do You Need to Know to Keep Selling to International Buyers? It says, around the world, more and more chocolate companies and consumers are asking for cocoa that is grown sustainably without harming forest and with clear proof of where it comes from. Let's look at one key message in the first paragraph.
Without harming
Without
forest.
harming forest. If you harm the forest and your cocoa comes from a country where you harm the forest, like it's happening in Grangida County, like it's happening in parts of Nimba, and so trust me, your cocoa will be sold only maybe in African countries or right around here, and think, but it's not going to enter to Europe.
And there's no way that you are going to dupe us or try to hide anything, because we must know the whereabouts.
We've done the mapping.
Of course, the
EU,
GPS.
the EU has done the mapping. So you produce it, the seller, the person that buys the cocoa from you from Liberia and took it to Europe to sell, that person must produce GPS coordinate of the farm
Yes.
that cocoa was harvested from.
Yes.
This is interesting.
It is
Let's go on.
interesting.
It says, this growing demand for sustainable cocoa is shaping the way cocoa is traded and sold in international markets. This growing demand, there is a growing demand. The commodity is in demand, but that does not mean you should engage into illegal ways of producing the commodity. All right, Joy, I know there's something on your mind you want to share.
No, it's just a little fun to spice things up.
Right.
So in other words, with Europe in demand of cocoa to make chocolate, does that really mean that they are more romantic than we are?
What does it mean?
Chocolate.
Chocolate is a romantic.
I'm
what?
just saying, back to the discussion,
out.
Matthias.
So,
Right.
so in response to all these basic, observations
Right.
about sustainable cocoa farming and all of that, and by the way, we're saying cocoa, it does not mean only cocoa that this particular law is going to be affecting.
Yeah.
The EUDR affects both rubber, cocoa,
timber.
oil palm, timber,
Right.
and so. So it's in response, the European Union has introduced a new law called the European Deforestation Regulation, EUDR. Its goal is to stop agricultural products linked to deforestation from being sold in Europe. This includes cocoa, coffee, rubber, timber, palm oil, beef, and so.
The EU is very smart.
Joy, the thing is, it is
We-
just, yeah.
We have been finding means to stop deforestation and still get benefits.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a brilliant idea they could come out with.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you can sell these things and we'll buy with at a higher price,
Mm-hmm.
at a higher level. But these are what you need to do. These are the things that you need to do. And the things, they are all linking to the stopping of deforestation.
Deforestation. So they
But
say,
this
okay,
is so smart, Matthias.
it's a smart move. The EUDR is one of the smartest laws I've read, and one of the mistakes we have made in Liberia. Let me just chip in this. I know this is not part of it. I hope that policymakers can sit down and look at the 2009 forest law that gives communities authority to manage their forest. I think this is where the problem came from. That today, my grandmother can say she has 150 acres of land. The another person can claim this and claim that he listened to the lawmaker as is going on in Grangida County. I'm not saying that people should not have control of their forest, but one of the things that's affecting our people in the various communities, in the various counties, is ignorance of how to use the forest to benefit.
They don't know.
They don't know how to.
And they need to be taught how
Exactly.
to. And they can only be taught how to if the people that are teaching them know how to.
But do you know
in
that
a positive way?
Do you know that even cocoa can be planted without cutting down forest, without even cutting down the big
The
trees?
trees, yes,
Cocoa
Matthias.
can grow, on a shade.
Amongst those
Yeah,
same
those
trees that we
you will
have.
go right there and harvest. All you have to do just
Because
go.
when you cut the trees down in one next, the trees have their impact. We have when we need timber. we want to get our wawa. You just cut the trees and you waste them because you want to do cocoa. It affects the trees. It affects us because we'll not be benefiting from the trees that you cut down.
So now it's happening in Grangida County. The Burkina Faso scheme, they say no. For us, what we do, we have chemical. We put the chemical on that tree called Eki. And you say you the strongest tree.
You the Goliath.
You the Goliath here. So we put the chemical on you. And as we put the chemical, the next thing that's going to happen is that in like 1 week, you'll be down. You'll be
less
dead
than
man.
a week.
In less than a week,
yeah.
You'll be dead. So EU say, okay, no problem. You can bring down your trees. But you see that cocoa you planting in a particular area that you cut down trees, you're not going to sell it in our European market. So meaning that investor, that businessman that has come to Liberia and he has a big warehouse, he has purchased his cocoa enough, he put it on a ship, he can only take it to Asia. But if he is unfortunate to come across European seamen in the process of transporting that cocoa, and that cocoa and that cocoa gets seized, he may not be able to sell it.
Yeah.
Because maybe if you just pass around the EU waters and you are caught.
And it's even possible that Asia can refuse it.
No, I mean that they're not really involved with that yet. But the EU has influence, all right?
Asia, right?
Right.
Do they have
right? Absolutely.
So it's possible.
But the thing is, Joy. The point is, Joy. You have to be part of an EU member, state before you really adhere. But at the same time, the EU is a
very powerful
group. So you don't want to sit down and overlook it. That they say, Liberia. So now we have crafted this thing to ensure that you preserve your forest. But we see lots of illegal products coming from your area, ranging from cocoa, timber, rubber, palm oil, beef, soy, and etc. and etc. It seems you people are a lawless nation. Okay, no problem. What we're going to do is that we're going to extend our tentacles to ensure that even your product will not be sold in certain parts of the world, not just Europe.
And the areas that have much demands on that particular
is
product.
the EU.
No, I'm just adding to you, Matthias.
Yeah, so exactly. So Joy, let us not think for the EU. We're just trying to think outside the box, thinking that
this alone, think for the EU. It's clear.
It's clear.
It is.
So let's see what to continue selling cocoa in European or Europe. Companies will prove that. Number one, a company, say a businessman, for example, I have MATLAB Shipping Company. MATLAB Shipping Company took cocoa from Africa. And my cocoa, I purchased the cocoa from maybe 20 or 30 different farmers. So the 20 different farmers, each farmer must show me their farm, and I must provide GPS coordinate of every farm.
Yes.
On which or from which the cocoa I purchased came from.
Yes.
So I purchased from Blessing's farm. I purchased from Julius's farm. I purchased from Joy's farm.
My farm.
I purchased from Trocon's farm. Then I should provide the list of these farms and their GPS coordinates.
Yes.
You'll be sitting right there in your car while your goods on the ship, and the EU is session online.
They might even have people on ground.
So by the time they click on your GPS coordinate and they find out that this cocoa came from
trees.
The cocoa came from Grangida County. that is the epicenter, which is the epic center of deforestation.
Right.
They say, my man, your cocoa can't enter.
I'm sorry,
the EU market.
You turn your ship around.
But by the way, you're not going to turn the ship around because you are a proponent or a promoter of deforestation. And Liberia is our partner.
Nice.
Liberia is our partner. I'm just assuming. Liberia is our partner.
Yeah, assumption nice.
And therefore you have to lose the cocoa. So what do you need to do to keep selling cocoa in Europe? Companies will have to prove that the cocoa is legal. Number one, it is legal. What contains legality? So let's say legality can be the land in question was not in conflict. Number one, the person has this land legally and they did not cut down trees during the process of planting the cocoa. and you yourself you did not buy it criminally, you can show proof that you bought it from the original owner, and this owner has a farm. Another thing you have to do, its origin can be traced. Obviously,
We have said it
we've said
already.
that. So it came from Grand Bassa. What part of Grand Bassa?
And-
We Nation. It came from We Nation Forest.
I don't even know Grandpa, so you call him We Nation. I'm lost.
When you're done, go and ask Chukon. He wanna be the vice president of We Nation.
Oh, and one more thing that they mentioned is one of the requirements you must. This is very important. You must prove that yes, you follow the Liberian law.
Absolutely.
It's not just the Liberian law. That includes the land rights law, the other laws that are attached,
forest law.
the community law, and you gotta prove it. It's not just, oh yes, I did it. What are the proofs? What are those papers, those paperworks that you have?
You can't fake it. The
the
people are way
violation-
sophisticated.
Yes, and this is important because there are lots of violations in a community concerning the law. It's because we don't know the law. This is why these things are happening. For the Burkina bees, for the deforestation, like you mentioned, oh, my grandmother can say she has 150 acres of land because she does not know the law.
Right. So another thing that you need to do, that it does not come from land that has been deforested after 31 December 2020. After 31 December 2020, remember today, so the entire Grand Jide County
Cannot. And
cocoa
will
from that
not
area cannot be sold in
in the
European market.
market.
Because even as we speak, somebody is cutting down trees and to plant cocoa. Somebody is putting chemical on trees to plant cocoa.
Imagine.
You know,
And they are giving us, let's say, this entire year.
it says these requirements will apply starting the
January
1st of
1st,
January 2026. After that date, any cocoa entering the EU must meet these requirements. This means everyone in the cocoa supply chain, from farmers to exporters, must help show that the cocoa is deforestation free and legal. I saw cocoa can be planted on lowland. I don't know why people want to just be wicked to nature.
Maybe they are ignorant.
No, I don't think so. Probably they think if they plant it where trees are, it's not going to grow. It's going to gem.
Or maybe they feel like
one of the trees that is so friendly to nature and the soil is cocoa. It has no trouble. It barely dies. You drop cocoa in front of your house, it rains. The next morning you wake up, it's going to germinate. Maybe I'm telling you, it's very friendly with the soil. It is one of the best friends of the soil you can find. You need not destroy anything around it. Cocoa does not need you to harm another crop, another tree, another naturally made things. All cocoa is telling you to do, put me here.
Just put me
I'll
here.
make my way out. I will grow.
I mean, you can do your normal taking care of that you can do with me.
Yeah.
You can be claim around me. You just don't harm
Don't
my
harm.
friends.
Exactly. That's why even cocoa communicates with these very people that engage in the deforestation. So
They communicate with the other trees as well.
Yes.
I mean, with the exception of the trees, Matthias, with the exception of the trees providing us with our oxygen that we're getting, our blah, 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 they also help the soil. They help the soil. There are chemicals that they release into the soil that fertilize it.
Right.
So when you plant the cocoa among the trees, it will I think it will grow better.
better. So you need not do that. And therefore, at the same time, when you are planting your rubber, make sure that even rubber can grow among trees. You just have to put the rubber in a particular area. That's just a tree that's going to stand up in that place. Clean around it all of the time. You don't have to cut down other big trees to ensure that you give way to rubber. So the oil palm, when you're doing your oil palm, you don't have to chop the tree, right? You don't have to chop the entire palm tree
Yeah.
and bring it down, right?
Yeah.
So you climb that tree,
You take your
make sure you
palm nuts.
take the palm from there and give it a chance again to grow.
Same thing with the palm wine.
Exactly.
Why is it exactly like that? Why you are saying exactly like that?
Because I'm from a palm one tapping family. So
Right.
this booklet explains what the EUDR means for cocoa producers in Liberia.
And one of the strong warnings that they gave is stay away from protected areas.
Stay away from protected
When you
areas.
want to plant these things, when the government of Liberia, that is, it links with the same law.
So
When
what?
the government of Liberia says, don't fasten this place, this is a protected area, the Sabo National Park, don't go there. And you say, no, I will go there because where I can earn my living from. There's no need, because the benefit, the level of benefit that you're supposed to have, you not have it.
You don't have it.
The money that you get from there will be less.
Joy, here is one privileged information
Lay on
that,
it.
that people out there need to know. Did you know that
I like that.
cocoa, the entire word, the
Right.
entire word, Asia and Oceania produce cocoa in the world. 6.1% cocoa is produced from those areas. 6.1% cocoa is
That is
produced.
a very small
Very
number.
small number of 100%, right? The entire world. These areas, Asia and Oceania, they produce just 6.1%.
Percent.
Americas.
Not just America,
Oh.
Americas.
Ameri-
Even in Europe,
all of that.
I like that
Eh,
demanding cocoa so much.
Exactly. Americas produce 22.6%
Imagine.
of the cocoa in the world. Now come to Africa, the richest
still-
continent in the world. Africa produces 71.6% of the world's cocoa. 71.6% of the world's cocoa is produced from Africa. So
And
the EU
out
say
of this 71.6%, more than half, I'm not saying half, but more than half is being transported to Europe.
exactly. So the EU is saying, well, you have a lot. There's a problem with you. We're not people. You know a place in Liberia. There's this place in Liberia called. Oh, I don't want to stereotype the entire area, right? So let me just leave it. But in Liberia, there's this popular saying called "buy your own thing." And there's a particular area in Liberia you go and buy. I know somebody will call and try to break the law. Don't stereotype the place. You know. So the EU is saying we're not involved into buy our own thing. You know what they call.
Yeah.
Don't steal. Don't do things illegally and come to us to do business. We're not in that kind of business. Make sure you do it properly. So if you decide to do it properly, then we will do business. In the absence of that, we do not have business. Let's go further. Cocoa is mainly, of course, we mentioned that cocoa is mainly produced in Africa.
Of course.
See the chocolate.
It's,
All of
and,
these people.
the picture that we are seeing, yeah,
Right.
there's this thing that you can open and we used to suck when we were small.
Right.
It has a name. I've
What?
forgotten.
What?
The cocoa, right? That can be planted. They used to sell it on the market where you will buy it in a little something. It has seeds in it. You can just
It is you that it is, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Matthias. The picture is right there.
But Europe is the world's
Down here.
largest consumer of cocoa. All right. So let me inform the people and leave me your childhood fantasy.
I
Right?
miss it.
You know.
Right.
Did you know that Europe is the world's largest consumer of chocolate?
We know already.
And cocoa and chocolate is produced from cocoa, but yet the people are so they're so law-abiding to an extent. They're concerned. I don't know whether they are law-abiding altogether. That's not my business. What I'm concerned about is that in this particular aspect, they are law-abiding. So they are saying that in as much as we love chocolate a lot, we are the world's largest consumer of chocolate. But you know what? We still want to buy cocoa legally.
In the right way.
In
We
the
want
right
to
way.
love it in the right way.
Yes, we want to love it, we want to eat it the right way. So more than half of the cocoa produced in Liberia is exported to Europe. More than half that's produced in Liberia is transported or
yes.
exported to Europe. But then maybe due to lack of knowledge, maybe some time ago the European market was open. It did not have these kind of stringent regulations. So now with the regulations coming, would we be able to still export more than half to Europe?
That's a big question, Matthias.
Because given the kind of illegal things that we are involved with now,
And we're saying that ourselves, we ourselves, are refusing to let go of these illegalities, these illegal things, we will be able to export more than half or even half.
Half. That's a very good question. So, in response to public pressure, the EU introduced a new law to tackle deforestation, the EU Deforestation Regulation, which we are talking about right now. What are the requirements of the EUDR? Let's get to it quickly before opening the lines. From now on, not all cocoa will be accepted in the EU market. The cocoa, first of all, must be legal, must be traceable, and deforestation-free cocoa will enter Europe. Cocoa not compliant with the EU will not enter. The one that is legal, if you look at the footages we're looking at, and that's why we're telling you, I know you can imagine what we're looking at. I wish that you were seeing us.
We're so sorry.
Yeah, you can see us. Those of you watching, we wish that you could also watch it there. We hope to have this discussion another time, and hopefully we can have an EU representative here. No, somebody now because of this, you see the photo, Joy? You see the image? Below that area where you see the X mark and the red, below here, this guy brought cocoa to sell to this guy. He said, no, I don't buy this cocoa because forests were cut down after 2020 to grow it. After 2020, you still went ahead to cut down forests to grow this particular cocoa. I beg you, I'm a businessman, I don't want to buy the cocoa here. You see the guy, he's showing some strong feeling. Say, no, I won't buy the cocoa.
I won't buy it.
He said, cocoa from forest cut down after 2020 cannot be sold in the EU. So there's a lady here standing with a phone. What do you think she has? She's looking at something. There's an arrow pointing on her phone, and this other guy is taking note. They are talking about the EUDR requires that cocoa farms to be located with GPS coordinate. You must be able to ensure that your cocoa farm can be located. We'll find this place, we'll put it on our system, and then we know that indeed this place is here, then we'll be able to find out. Farmers must be able to prove that they follow the Liberian law. Yes, follow the Liberian law. All right, let's go further quickly. Liberian law says respect children's rights. This is my land. Somebody is making confusion. Liberian law says respect land tenure and use rights.
Like the way right now in Kranchi there, our own Liberian people are sending the Bogina bees to fight against themselves for the same land. Oh, you cross my land, you're not supposed to cross my land. The Liberian law says you should respect your friend land.
Right. And the law, and exactly. And the law also says growing cocoa is not allowed in protected areas.
Mention that.
For example, Sapo National Park.
Mention that.
Right? Why would you go to protected area? You see Mr. Japansi, Mr. Elephant is having his good time. Then you go start planting cocoa there. Obviously, when you plant cocoa there, you have to go there to clean it. And Mr. Elephant does not want to see you.
In animals' peace.
Yes, he does not want to have any business with you. So now the question is, where can I plant cocoa? Now somebody may have asked us this question if we had not, come up with the answer quickly. So let's give you information where you can plant your cocoa. Cocoa planted before end of 2020. Here you can grow cocoa on land that was already used for farming before 2020. You can farm here. And Joe, I told you, one of the crops that is soil friendly is cocoa. That guy hardly died. Yeah, cocoa hardly died. So you can plant your cocoa on. So your farmland, I farm here this year, and maybe next year I try to move to another area. This area that I farm, I can use it now to plant my cocoa. All right, that's better. Cocoa planted after 2020. Cocoa planted after 2020 in area where that is not farm. No, that's not correct. Cocoa planted in forest after 2020 cannot be sold in the EU market under the EUDR.
Listen to this. Forests are not used for farming.
And this is where more education needs to come in.
Yes.
You don't have to cut down the forest to farm.
They're not even used for farming.
Not at all.
They have places that you can use for your farming, Matthias.
Right. Then there is something called agroforest. Agroforest are not considered as forest. These are places you just plant your crops, cash crops and things.
Yes,
and
yes.
you do your normal thing. So what do I need to do? EUDR. This guy is asking. He's standing somewhere on his farm. See? So EUDR. What do I need to do? Let's give you the answer, sir. Do not cut trees to plant cocoa. We won't be able to sell it.
Another person giving his friends money.
Yeah, so the guy say, no, mama, don't
cut
do
the
it.
tree.
Don't cut the tree. We're looking at the photo here. Don't cut the
Who
tree.
said would not be able to get
We'll
the
not be
money
able to
now?
sell. We'll not even be able to sell it. How would be able to sell the cocoa, say Joy? We'll not be able to sell it.
Asia, I'm just saying.
So he said, no. He made a friend's cutting.
Don't do it.
He said, don't do it. Don't cut the trees. No new plantations in forest areas. So you must first of all have your cocoa must be legal, traceable, and deforestation free. Plant on fallow and previously cultivated land. Previously cultivated land can still accept cocoa. Cocoa will
And
grow.
if you look at the pictures, you still see the trees around there.
Yeah, around there.
The trees
Previously.
around there.
Yeah. So here is a family. Look at the mother and the father. The kids are going to school, they're smiling,
They
the boys
earn their money legally.
Legally. So it says sustainable cocoa helps me
wish I
give
would show you guys
my
these
family,
images.
yeah, my family a good life now and in the future. They are happy with their money. All right. This is where Joe was talking about. So I mean, we want to say thank you to these partners. And let's say this publication was produced by the European Forest Institute, EFI, with the financial support of the European Union, EU, the French Development Agency. Images were developed by EFI and GRZ with the financial support of the German Federation Ministry. Is that what they're, Joy? My phone isn't opening like that.
Yes,
Okay,
Federal
let me-
Ministry for Economic Cooperation
Okay, for
and
economic
Development.
Yeah, for economic
And
cooperation
were
and
used.
development and what
They were used.
were used. It contains right is indicative, not legally binding, and does not in any way
constitute legal advice.
constitute legal advice. The contents of this publication are the sole responsibility of EFR and not necessarily reflect the
views
views of the
the EU.
EUAFDGRZ or the MB. You know, when you write for, you do project writing, for example, no, say the reporting that we do, sometimes news reporting, right? So you work with, say, for internews, say you should come, let's train you for 1 week, and you do for us one environmental story. At the end of the story, we say the internews provided financial support, but the views in the article are not internews views.
Right.
Right, it's a smart way to.
and Matthias,
We gotta go. Let's go.
let me just say something quick.
Right.
You know how the EU acting right now? It's like, let's say you ask your child, okay, let's look at the educational side. This child keep feeling, you say you gotta stop feeling, it's not right. I'm spending money on you and you can't keep feeling, and you have a bright future ahead of you, and the child keeps feeling. You say, okay, this is what we're gonna do. For every time you come with good grades, I will surprise you. I will gift you with something. This is how it looks like.
Yeah.
If you come with good grades and you make me proud and you do these things that are right in your school and they are not complaining about you anymore, and I'm able to trace that, oh yes, you are actually doing well, I'm going to gift you. This is what I will do. I will give you this. I'll give you this. I'll buy your market at a higher price. This is how the EU is acting to us. Since we are having lots of complaint about deforestation, we see that we cannot solve it from the violent side, or we cannot use force. We're going to do it with love.
Yeah.
We're
Let's
going to do it with love.
tenderness.
Yes, so this is what we're going to do, right? And we know we cannot force you from doing deforestation in your land, but we want the best for you. So if you stop deforestation and you start setting cocoa in the right way, let's say the ones, you don't sell the ones that were planted before 2020, but the ones after, or let's say, yes, after 2020, this is what we're going to do. We're going to buy a cocoa at a higher price so that you can be able to support yourself and sustain yourself more. So
Right.
if you feel like you need quick money, you're able to get larger money when you do the right thing instead of getting the quick and small money when you do the wrong thing.
Certainly. Let's move on now to you, members of the public. We hope we're able to provide the necessary information this afternoon. Call us now on the numbers 0777 700 0777 700 0555 905 are the numbers you can call us on to participate on the program this afternoon. This is Forest Hour on OKFM 99.5. We are here every Thursday, 4 to 5 o'clock. This program is brought to you by the Liberia Forest Media Watch with sponsorship from the European Union through the French Development Agency and Simempo in Finland. Let's talk to this first person.
Hey, you want boss?
Hello.
Yeah, how are you?
Fine, thank you. Welcome, sir.
Okay, this is Oliver Wolapi, man. Yeah, I just want to understand something. Yeah, this man, part of village, we made our forest farms way back in the 80s and the 90s. Now, can I go back there and make a cocoa farm there?
The farm you made was in the
Yeah.
80s and in the 90s.
Yeah.
Have the
Yeah,
trees
yeah.
have the trees grown tall and they've become a forest again?
Grown trees.
No.
The trees are not that long.
Yeah, not that long. It's just be a young bush. Some fell, it's just that kind of thick bush.
Yeah, you can plant your cocoa there. That you have a perfect area for cocoa planting right now.
Okay.
Right.
Thank you.
All right, brother. Let's
But
move
do
on.
not cut those trees.
One thing is EU supporting the farmers.
That is something that we do not have, privileged information to. But at any point in time, we have information, and that will come right back here and let you, the public, know.
Okay. Are they themselves buying or does they are?
It is the market. No, they create the market. So it's like,
Okay.
yeah, it's like it's certain goods can enter red light, and red light are basically by the time you carry anything,
Okay.
exactly.
And please, they take bush that you have. Do not cut it down.
Right.
Don't
Hello.
cut it down.
Yeah, let's hear you.
Okay, thank you very much. My name is Mohammed Masraba, and I'm calling you from Dala.
Yeah, Mohammed.
Okay, thank you very much. I appreciate you for the show. Basically, I don't really know how Africa, when Africa is going to wake up from our slumber.
We're not
I
sleeping.
listen to you reading a press release or reading a comment from the European Union. Are they imposing something on us? Or they are recommending? Because if you tell me, say, that you cannot buy my cocoa that tear a tree down because of that issue, then you not buy my cocoa and you demanding me that I should not sell my tree at all costs. I think the African leaders just have to wake up because I believe that if we are independent states, therefore we should be able to do things in our own way. But what I'm saying is like we are still struggling to be independent.
Okay.
Right, Madayo?
All right. Thank
So
you so
I
much.
don't know. We Africans just have to wake up because there is no way. If there's no deforestation, there will be no reforestation.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Mataya.
Thank
I just appreciate you go for the show.
Thank you, my brother. I will provide the information. Let's talk to this person. Hello.
Yes, I join you from Burbridge.
I didn't get the name, sir.
Vani Burbridge.
Vani, please go ahead.
Yeah, please, Mataya, thank you for the program. I don't understand what you're saying that cocoa planted after 2020 will not be. You need to explain that better. I don't understand.
Okay. So after 2020, the cocoa that you'll be planting after 2020, you should not cut down trees. All right? The cocoa you'll be planting after 2020, or the cocoa that planted after 2020.
2022,
2022, 2023, or moving forward.
Yes.
You should not plant it in an environment where you have to cut down, the forest, where you have to destroy the forest to plant the cocoa. That's what, I said. But before
those ones that the forests are already destroyed for,
at that time,
they can accept it.
yeah. But,
because they are
but
giving
after
you grace
2020, they're telling you now, no. We have to make sure that we
yes.
protect your forest. I think somebody's saying to you, for me, the guy who Mohammed said about independence. It's not about independence. It's just about. Do you know why you have a mentor? You think a mentor is someone that you go and live with? A mentor is basically someone that sees you
That
and sees
guides you.
sees your deficiencies, right?
Yes.
And guards you
Yeah.
against those things that you've.
So
That
they're
you,
not
that you-
enforcing
They're not imposing their
anything
weight on you.
on you.
They're saying to you, okay, no problem. There are other
We're
places you can
just
go sell your cocoa.
suggesting. We're just
but,
suggesting.
But we have the highest. We can
Yeah,
buy.
so
we
if you
can-
think that you want to grow, you have to come through
you have
us.
to come to us. So if I can buy this phone for $200 here at OKFM, I'm sitting here every day. Then you go to Douala or Waterside to go sell it to Joy. Joy pays $50.
Will you
The
want
only
to
thing
do
I'm
that?
asking you to do is I put it in plastic before water touch it.
Oh,
Now I'm asking. So he say, no, the man won't impose. No.
no.
Hello.
Yes, sir. How you doing, man?
Fine, thank you. Welcome.
Yeah. My concern is that
Your name, sir?
we don't know if I
Yeah,
caught the
your name and where you're calling from.
Send them a cocoa there, right?
Yeah, they will know.
They will,
Yeah, they will know.
because they're not on the farm with me.
They're not on the
Your
farm.
GPS.
The buyer, the person that will buy your cocoa, the person will have to provide the GPS. The GPS basically provides location where the cocoa comes from. So they will sit down right in Europe and they will just look at your GPS and just scan and say, oh, but the cocoa here, they play the man planted the cocoa here, man cut down heavy trees and they may destroy the forest.
from Neymar
Then that
French,
man, you
yeah.
might really
They did their witchcraft.
you might even getting your money on the side, eating your money. But I mean, who bought the cocoa from you now? He in trouble on us,
In trouble.
You can sell it
And I may he
because.
do not come back to you
Exactly.
to buy
Thank
cocoa
you, man.
again.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, you're welcome, sir. Hello.
Yes.
Good
afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, Mata, thank you. My name is C. Otelo Mayan, the first I call from Congo Town.
Let's hear you, sir, Mr. Mayor.
So, one thing I know about the white people or the Westerners, they know about packaging. They know how to package their ideas. What do I mean? Now, they have caused so much deforestation in their area that the ecosystem is troubled now in their area. Global warming is taking over their area. So they are telling the African, don't cut your own forest down. Do not develop your own place. Like, for example, the mangrove. They say, oh, don't cut the tree in the swamp down. But when you go in their own home, all the places they are boat riding area and they are beautifully decorated with skyscraper and Google buildings. But for our own, they say, you keep it. And we meet there in the mosquito. You keep it, don't cut it down, so you can support us. That's what happening.
Okay,
Before I
brother.
close, lastly, they know how to package. The white man say that when our mother or our sister go to the traditional school, she send a boat. They should not do the other one that you know about. But then when men have a relationship with their friend men, who destroy Sodom and Gomorrah, then it's a very good thing. Then they package it very well and appear fine, they put money behind it, and we support them. So I think this is a clever attempt to just keep us backward. It has no idea for me. That's what I think. Thank you, Madam, for the opportunity.
Thank you so much, sir. That's the beauty of democracy, and the EU would certainly appreciate your statement because we're not going to censor your views. Let's take a few more calls. The numbers are 0777 700 905, 0555 905 905.
I can come in a bit.
Yeah.
Okay, so yes, thank you to Otilu. The guy that just left the line. They have beautiful skyscrapers and they say we should not cut out forest. When was the last time we experienced earthquake, Matthias, or volcano?
Am I the one you're asking that?
I'm just saying.
Mr. Mayor,
when was the last time we experienced those things? I believe that it's because of the level of forest that we have that are guiding us.
our natural resources.
Yes.
Let's squeeze in this person. Hello.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, this is Brown Tate.
Mr. Tate, go ahead.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Thank you to you and George.
Yeah.
I follow you people. And I think what EU is saying is that actually they are not forcing us.
Exactly.
If we want to go to cut down all the forest trees and plant our cocoa,
We can go ahead.
our business.
Mm-hmm.
But tomorrow, the things that are happening in their home, when you look internet on TV, the things that happen in their own home, they already developed the kind of machine and the kind of skill to rescue people.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have it.
Small flood in the community. Small flood.
We get to go how is they don't kind of work, Papa.
When something happen to your village and they say, you eat more and say, all your village are being wet out.
Mm-hmm.
Then it means that no warning they give you.
Yeah.
Then you shouldn't say to them, say, you can rescue us.
Exactly.
So they give you warning ahead of time.
Mm-hmm.
They are not saying, do not plant cocoa, but forest that you cultivated long ago. And maybe some of those places start to grow, but the new forest that you're trying to venture in, even if you want to plant cocoa there,
don't cut it
do
down.
not burn those trees.
Mm.
Do not use chemicals that will dry all the trees.
Okay.
And so what they are talking, so if you even say want to go ahead, they say, okay, then we'll not buy it, then look for market.
Thank you, Mr. Tati. Let's talk to this other person. Hello.
Walk away from your monitor.
Yes, sir. Please walk away from your monitor. Let's have a conversation.
Thank you. My name is Charles Eric Chipley, and I call to weigh in.
Go ahead, Charles.
Fine. So, I really try to get a rationale behind why they say you should not cut down the trees. I really try to get a rationale because even if you cut down the trees and take the cocoa to the factory, it produces the same cocoa. It does not produce water. It does not produce blood. It produces the same cocoa. So if you were to the people saying, don't cut down the tree, we're the cocoa, come to them and provide a training for those people in Africa and say, hey, listen, say we don't want buying cocoa on the large scale, then that's what we want to do. That's what we advise you to do, and that's a better way to do it. But you just sit back. The cocoa with the old species, the old cocoa when you plant it, and the trees are growing high, you plant it, it survives. She plant her cocoa under the trees. Now as the cocoa there, it gets rotting instantly with a new type of cocoa planting. So you're telling us now that with the new cocoa intervene to us, we put on the tree, then it gets rotting, then we lost. But we'll cut the tree down, sell it to you to produce the same cocoa we produce when the tree is turning up, you say you don't want it. What
Okay.
you doing? I'm putting it.
All right.
I've been in Africa without producing anything here.
Thank you.
We're producing it here, whatever we need to do.
Thank you so much. All right. Thank you so much, my brother.
Something else.
The minute example not easy.
It's not easy.
It's not easy.
I'll help you.
All
You
right.
want taking another
Yeah,
caller?
the last person. Yeah. Hello.
Hello.
Yes. Hello.
Yes. How you doing?
Fine. Thank you. Go ahead.
Yes, so thank you very much. Somebody just said the white people know how to practice very well. And I agree with that. No, my brother, these people, they use their land, right? But we still go to them to collect money for development. You don't think that another way they packaging us to keep us here so we can use our land to and develop our place? All the good things people benefiting from, they can show us the way. Anything that they want to benefit for that I feel they can show to us.
Okay.
Look at our religion, look at the great religion we have here. Look, let me just end on this point. These people can take our food. They will not tell you what the method they use to take our food.
Okay.
Yeah? These are the people that are telling you there are certain places you go and walk or go. They show you the place where you walk or go freely.
All right.
But our food, they can show it to you.
Thank you so much, my brother. Joy, how would you like to close?
Matthias Labenti. Right. I'll have my child, my son. I'll be a successful person, right? But my son might not know what I went through for the success, or what I'm still tormented with for that success. I can be rich and I can be going through, maybe probably I join a society that I have to provide a certain thing every month that is tormenting my life. And I don't want for my child to go through that. I'll definitely give him a piece of advice. In fact, I will probably want to support him that he should not go that route. He should find a better route to go to, and I will support him in that process. I think that is why, yes, these people build as skyscrapers, they have their nice things there and blah, blah, blah. But do you know the amount of struggles they are going through? We don't know. And probably I think they are speaking from experience. From things that they have experienced, those struggles, those pains. They are trying to work around it so that we are at this moment that we don't have money for ourselves. Even when the people have all the forests, they will still have the money that they have.
Absolutely. Joy.
We don't have that money. So we cannot follow their footsteps knowing that even when we follow their footsteps, it would not add anything to it. It would just destroy us more. So I think they are just trying to help us in this process and not the other way around. Thank you.
Thank you, Joy. Joy is the co-host of the program Forest Hour. Forest Hour is brought to you by the Liberia Forest Media Watch with sponsorship from the European Union through the French Development Agency and Simempo in Finland. My name is Matthias Labindi. Join us again next Thursday for another fascinating edition of the program Forest Hour.